Back to the channel, this is Oblivion, and we're here with the reaction for the new Mythic banner. Now, I think it could be quite a few people. Maybe it's Sombron from Engage, maybe it's Veil from Engage, maybe it's some other Engage character I can't think of. But I'm honestly hoping for Athos once again, as I'm going to continue to hope for every time we get a Mythic banner, but I think his chances probably aren't the best with Engage just coming out. The other thing I want to consider though is possible spoilers. I really don't want to be an Engage character just because I don't want them to pull like a Zelgius and reveal too much stuff in their dialogue. But I guess we'll just jump in and see what happens, right? See who it is. Who is it going to be? Please be Athos. I would be very, very happy. Oh my god! I didn't even think about Formortiis! Yes! Oh my god, I'm freaking. I can't breathe, my heart. Holy shit! It's Formortiis! Look at Smile! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, this is better. This is the best thing ever. Holy shit. I am so happy. Oh my god, what was he? I didn't even look. He was an armor for sure, but what other than that? He's a colorless beast armor. He gives speed. Okay, sure. He's anima? Sure, now, yeah, that's actually cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that's fine with that. Oh my god, look at his model. It's Formortiis. It's Formortiis. Okay, let's calm down just a little bit. Let's look at their weapon. Okay, so we have Ravager. Special cooldown -1. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, inflict guard, and attack and defense -6 on foe during combat. And also, if unit is transformed, grant special cooldown charge +1 per attack to unit during combat. Okay, so that's pretty much Special Fighter, right? Special Fighter and some stats. If unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25% at start of combat again, and foe initiates combat, reduces damage from foe's follow-up attack by 80% during combat. That's really, really good. Okay, I'll wait for the analysis. That's really strong already. Blah, 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 blah. At start of turn, if unit is adjacent to blah, blah, transform. Okay, so, okay, that's all of the weapon. So essentially what you're getting is you're getting some stats, right? You're effectively getting +6 attack, defense, and resistance. You're getting Special Fighter with a better HP condition. So you're getting Special Acceleration and Guard. And then you're getting damage reduction on follow-up attacks if the foe initiates combat. So this is 100% a save unit. This is a save unit built for anima season, like 100 million%. You are gonna build this guy. Yeah, he comes with Far Save. So you're gonna build him with Far Save, right? You give him Hardy Fighter probably, because Hardy Fighter has excellent synergy with this. This is gonna allow you to essentially use like something like Pavis or Aegis, right? And it's going to let you charge it back up on one counterattack. And you're also going to be able to reduce the damage on that follow-up attack. So even if they get through the Hardy Fighter on the next attack after that, you're going to reduce the damage. Now, obviously, this is pierceable damage reduction. So it isn't going to be, it's going to be weak to like Lethality and like Deadeye, right? But even so, it's still pretty good. That's definitely where you want the damage reduction to be for sure. It's a very solid weapon, but I wouldn't say it's like broken by any means, if I'm being honest, right? I think like Mufasa's weapon is probably better than this. Like you don't get Special Fighter, but even so, Okay, there's no guaranteed follow-up attack either, so he might struggle to kill. Okay, let's look at, we have Bonfire, nothing impressive there. Nightmare, preference A skill. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% at start of combat, inflicts attack and defense -10 on foe during combat, and reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 30%. If foe initiates combat after combat, the closest foe within 4 spaces of target who have yet to act have their actions ended immediately. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow, and then we have Beast Follow-Up. Removes the condition to transform. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat. So it's a dual-phase follow-up attack. Okay, that seems okay. It's not really that great. I think that's not like, that's probably like the weakest beast skill we've gotten so far. I can see why they have it here, so he has a follow-up attack. But honestly, like, you're gonna want to get rid of that. You're gonna want Hardy Fighter. 100 billion% want Hardy Fighter, just to make him as difficult to kill as possible. You're not really worried about him securing kills. The fact that he gets attack and defense -10 in his A skill, That's effectively 30 stats, right? That's effectively 10 attack, 10 defense, and 10 resistance. Very powerful. You get additional damage reduction on the first attack. That's decent, but it's not amazing. And the reason for that is because it's redundant with Hardy Fighter. And Hardy Fighter is going to be the best skill you're going to have there. Like, technically, you don't have to run that. If you don't have the fodder, you can run, just run him as he is to get the guaranteed follow-up attack. But, I mean, that is a lot of damage reduction. Like, that's like almost Brave Ike levels, right? And actually, I think it's only 10% off of Brave Ike levels. Because you get the 30%, and then Ike gets 40 on the first hit play. This guy, he'll get 30 and then 80, and then Ike gets 40, 80. Of course, there's just lethality and Deadeye you have to worry about. But the ability to end a foe's turn within 4 spaces, that's really, 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 really strong. I'm trying to think of, like, how can you use this, right? Because against Gale Force, this probably won't be the biggest deal, depending on how you place Formortiis. If you could place him in a place where someone has to like engage with a second unit, essentially, this can be good because they can shut off the Gale Force. Oh, this is really interesting. I'm gonna have to try him out to see the exact mechanics because I don't want to like give anyone any fake information, but I have to try the exact mechanics of this and see if it can shut down Gale Force teams. That would be really strong. And when it comes to Summoner duels, this can also be really, really powerful as a far save, right? Obviously, he's still going to have those weaknesses, right? He's going to have the armor weaknesses, which is really big. But being able to just be a hardy fighter far save and being able to shut off an action from a foe is really good, especially because it has no cooldown. So essentially, every time the foe initiates against Formortiis, they're going to have to consider who is getting turned off, which is scary because it's within 4 spaces, which is a lot of area. And if there's enemies within the same amount of distance from Formortiis, both of them will get turned off. Wow, you could really just destroy yourself in Summoner duels if you don't plan correctly against Formortiis. That really is like living up to the name of Nightmare. Wow, this unit's really interesting. I don't know if he's going to be like meta-defining, but he's really, really interesting, and it's possible he becomes meta-defining. It's definitely possible. I'll have to try him out for myself. So when it comes to roles, obviously, this guy is a tank. 100% tank. He is built to save tank. It looks like far save is probably going to be his best option, right? He has built-in distant counter, so it just makes sense. He probably can far save too, or near save too. I don't see why he couldn't. The problem is, of course, you have to run into like things like Brave Self, which is a bit scary. With that much damage reduction, though, and Self, maybe he could even take Self. I don't know. I'll have to try that out. And then when it comes to Beast Follow-Up, I don't think Beast Follow-Up 3 is very great, honestly. Like, this, it's decent, but it's not amazing. Like, you're really not going for securing kills with this kind of unit. You're going for pure survivability. And when you're thinking of survivability, you have to go with Hardy Fighter, right? But, oh my god. This unit looks really, really solid. And it's Formortiis! I'm so excited. Like, I'm like literally shaking. I'm so happy. Look at the art! And the sprite, dude. And the attack animation! Holy shit, that's so cool. Look at this. Look at, he just comes in. Nope. Nope, you're dead. Goodbye, Fafnir. Ain't doing nothing. Oh my gosh. And he punches. That's so cool. And his sprite, dude. Look at his sprite. We're going back. Like, oh my. Look at that sprite. It's so massive. The fact that Leon doesn't transform into him is a bit disappointing. But even so, like, that's really, really cool sprites. So I'm not going to complain. Like, I can't believe we're getting Formortiis. Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, what's going on? I can't breathe. What's going on? Gotoh? What's going on? I can't. My head. Am I like tripping? Am I like dreaming right now? Did we just get a double legendary mythic banner or something like that? Like, yeah, he's light season. We're getting a double mythic banner on colorless? Holy shit, I'm freaking out. Oh my god. Breathe, breathe. Oh my god. Resistance colorless mage. Guard 4! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I gotta redo all my assets. I don't even care. This is so cool. So we have Brilliant Starlight. Special cooldown -1. At start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, grants defense and res +6, and reduces damage from area of effect specials by 80%, excluding Roker, to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Holy shit, that's strong. So he gets visible defense and res +6. He gets 80% damage reduction against AoEs. That's like pretty much shuts down most AoEs. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, inflicts attack and res -6 on foe during combat, neutralizes bonus to foes attack and res during combat, and neutralizes effects that prevent units counterattacks. Oh wow. And restores 7 HP to unit after combat. So obviously Gotoh, from just seeing this, he seems like a very tanky mage, right? He's a tank support mage. Interesting. Okay, so we have Iceberg, and then we have his preference A skill as well, Gift of Magic. If unit initiates combat or foe's range equals 2, inflicts attack and res -10 on foe during combat, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and also if unit receives consecutive attacks, so brave attacks, reduces damage from foe's second attack onward by 80%. If foe with range equal 2 initiates combat and foe can make a follow-up attack, foe makes a follow-up attack before unit can counterattack. Holy crap, both of these, what the hell is this banner? They are trying to get our orbs, like 100%. Something's big coming on the anniversary, and they want all of our orbs now. Okay, so we have Gift of Magic. Gotoh initiates combat, or the foe's range equals 2. He gets essentially 20 stats, right? He gets plus 10 attack and plus 10 resistance. Oh no, 30 stats. 30 stats. Plus 10 attack, defense, and resistance. He gets a guaranteed follow-up attack, and then if he gets hit by a brave attack or like a desperation effect, he reduces the damage by 80%. So that's really powerful against something like, you know, Duo Korin, Winter Lysithea, Brave Edelgard maybe. I don't know about his defense, so we'll have to see about that one, right? But any kind of effect like that, which is, or like Bradocatria, right? Bradocatria and all of those units who give those brave effects, he's now reducing that by 80%, which is a lot of damage reduction. Okay, and then his last effect is essentially Brave Ike effect, right? So he has the Brave Ike effect. So essentially, if they attack him and they can make a follow-up attack before, he'll force desperation on them. So they will attack him twice, which means he'll get that damage reduction, essentially. So he essentially is like a magical Brave Ike, in a sense. Wow. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's look at Guard 4. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, inflicts attack -4 and special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack during combat. Only blah blah blah, and reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 30%. That's actually pretty good. That's actually really good, right? Okay, think about it, right? So you have normal damage reduction skills. Like you have Dragon Wall and like Spurn, right? And Close Call, all of those. Just the base version, the level 3 version. They get 40% damage reduction, but it's a speed check or a resistance check. It's always a stat check. So there's a chance you don't even get that damage reduction, right? But with Guard 4, you always get the 30% damage reduction, but it's only on the first attack. It's interesting. Like you don't, it's better in some ways because you get the guard, you get attack -4, and the consistent damage reduction, but it's only against the first attack. This is a very good skill. A very good skill. I'm just trying to figure out who exactly wants it, right? Because you're not really using this on armors, because armors have fighter skills, which are typically better. You could use this on a fast unit, technically, right? And a fast unit could actually make good use of this because they won't get doubled most of the time, right? Especially if they have like outside no follow-up. And they're essentially just getting 30% damage reduction, guard, and 4 resistance and defense, which is pretty solid. Though you do typically want something different for your B skill. So this is an interesting skill. I'm just not sure exactly where it goes. But it is powerful for sure. And then he also has Joint Distant Guard. So Gotoh is going to be a range tank, 100%. Maybe you use him with a near save, right? Because he doesn't have any form of close counter. But as a range tank, he's very powerful. He has a ton of damage reduction, ton of stats. You know, he has guard. He has 30% damage reduction on the first hit. He has healing to himself. He can he has low attack res. And he can even get rid of, he has no C. So like if they come in with like a staff unit or something, he can stop that as well. This unit and AoEs, like this, he's a really powerful unit. Is he going to be good enough though? That's the question, right? Because he does seem to be a carry mythic. He does have support options, right? He does give out that AoE damage reduction as support, but he is a combat mythic like Altina. And with that, the thing you have to always consider is that he won't be getting mythic buffs. So that is something to think about. I think he's a very solid unit. I just don't know how good he's going to be. He seems very good though. Like he seems like a unit we're gonna have to try out. I definitely did not expect Gotoh or Formortiis today, and definitely not both of them. Holy crap! Oh, I know that! You do get Leon! You get Leon, and he transforms. Yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. Oh my god, it's perfect. I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Ah. Euler, okay, Hilda, that's what we expected. Oh, rearmed Lip, I did not expect that. I thought we were gonna get Shez. Monica, I expected Monica. And then Veronica, of course. Okay, so here's our banner. Okay. So let's do the rest of the banner analysis, because this is some craziness, right? So let's start off with the most, let's start off with blue. So in blue, we have Dimitri, Euler, and Monica. So Dimitri, overall, he is a very good legendary still. He is a bit old, so that means he scores less than some of the newer legendaries, right? The thing is, though, is that with the arena ticket coming out, arena scores have actually been dropping quite a bit. So that doesn't matter as much anymore. The Dimitri is still a pretty good investment if you want to go for him. Euler, on the other hand, I am not a big fan of. She can do good damage once in a while and kill some things. But as someone who has a +7 Euler on accident, who did not summon for her, at least not past the first one, she just doesn't typically do that great. So it's definitely not the light mythic you want to merge up. Now when it comes to Monica, Monica is a great mage nuke, and she has very good fodder with that speed, res, tempo. So I think blue is like decent, but not amazing. Definitely not the color I'll be focusing on. Next, let's talk about green. So green, we have Legendary Elgard, we have Freya, and we have Ascended Hilda. Okay, Legendary Elgard, I'm just gonna be honest with you, she's a terrible legendary right now. She just sucks in arena. She's okay in ether raids, but like you have Summer Elgard, she's just better in every single way. So when it comes to her, I'm not very high on her. The good thing is, though, is that Elgard will be getting a remix quite soon. I think it's like maybe middle of the year, around May or July, somewhere around there. And then Freya is in a similar situation where she's just not the best light mythic. You really don't want to merge her up. She really can't do much. She's not the greatest Gale Forcer. She's a terrible tank. So honestly, green is a pretty hard skip. Ascended Hilda, though, is a good unit, right? Ascended Hilda is a great melee nuke, and she does offer some good support, and she offers that Floret, which is nice. But I still wouldn't go into green for Ascended Hilda unless you're a big fan of Hilda and you have like 2,000 orbs you're willing to just burst, like just throw away pretty much there. Because there's a good chance you're gonna get the other two units. Now let's talk about red. Red, we have Regan, we have rearmed Lif, and Legendary Veronica. Red is stacked, right? Regan is still a very good mythic. She's very versatile. She's great at getting pots. She's great at just one-shotting opponents and getting out of the way. She's great at repositioning and then moving out of the way as well. She's a very versatile mythic. Is she the best Ashen mythic? Probably not, but she's still very high up there. Now we have rearmed Lift. Rearmed Lift is phenomenal, right? He's a good unit, but when it comes to his real value, it's his fodder and the fact that he's a rearmed hero, right? His weapon is by far still the best rearmed weapon we've gotten. That Arcane Sword is super good. He has attack defense clash 4, and he can duplicate fodder, right? So this is a great unit to pick up. If you pick up a rearmed Lift, you shouldn't be disappointed at all, because you're going to be able to duplicate that fodder and get a ton of good value out of him. Great unit. Then we have Legendary Veronica, and Legendary Veronica is just broken. She is an amazing unit. She's everywhere. She's going to be in ether raids, right? Whenever she's available to run, you're going to use her. Even when she's not available to use, people still use her. She's amazing in summoner duels. She just destroys so many things she has no right to destroy. Definitely one of the best nukes in the entire game right now, and definitely a unit you want to pick up. So red is amazing. Definitely, you know, throw orbs at red, and you're not going to feel bad at all. And then lastly, of course, we have colorless. And colorless is just ridiculous value. This is stupidly good value. First of all, you have Arvel. Arvel is a great defense mythic for Anima. The ability to put down like a guard, like cloud, I guess, is really, really good. Also, Arvel is just a really powerful mage nuke. They can put out so much damage, and they're really good in summoner duels, especially with like AoE builds. They just destroy everybody. So Arvel is a great mythic. If you don't have them yet, you can pick them up. And then obviously we have two new mythics, right, with sharing alongside Arvel. So that's crazy value. And so that's just like stupid. Like the fact that you can get two defense mythics and a light mythic. So you're just getting like really, really insane value for your orbs in colorless. Now the thing is, of course, you don't need merges on defense mythics as much. So you really probably only want like 1 or 2 copies of Formortiis and Arvel. And then Gotoh you might want merges on depending on how good he is. We don't know yet. But overall, it's a very, very good color to summon on. Now, let's go to the big question. Should you summon? And the answer is, this is going to hurt me to say, but I don't think you should summon yet. You should wait, right? We are 1 week exactly away from the anniversary FEH channel, and they're going to announce a lot of stuff there. We're at the very least, we're going to see the Valentine's banner. And for the past 2 years, the Valentine's banner has been one of the most broken banners of the entire year for some reason. You definitely want to see that. We also are going to get announcements probably for a new Hero Fest. And Hero Fest typically have really good heroes on it as well. I think last year we had like what? Dimitri, Bridalcatria, Plumeria, and Yuri, I think it was. Like, it was a pretty solid banner. So you might want to wait and summon on that as well. There's also a lot of good banners already running. So there's just a lot of stuff to summon on. So maybe you want to wait a week at the least to see what's coming up before you choose to summon here. But on the positive side, honestly, this is some insane color sharing here. It's just a very good batch of heroes. Colorless and red are super stacked. Blue's decent, and green is kind of meh, in my opinion. Now, for me personally, I will be summoning Formortiis. Leon is one of my favorite characters in the entire series. I've been waiting for this hero for years. I was dreaming of this hero. I kind of got to the point where I just thought he would never come out. And so now that he's finally here, I am freaking out. I am so happy. There's no way I'm not summoning. I will just throw my wallet at this banner. But now I'd love to hear from you. Are you going to be summoning on this banner? And if you are, who are you going for? Are you excited for Formortiis? Are you excited for Gotoh? Are you just shocked like I am that there are 2 Mythics on this banner? Oh my god. So cool. And if you aren't summoning, what are you going to be saving your orbs for? Or what banner are you already summoning on? Either way, make sure to drop a comment down below letting me know. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. This has been Oblivion. I'll catch you all later.